Today I'm going to be showing you how I make choux pastry. Now from the choux pastry today I'm going to make profiteroles, and from there I'm going to make cream-filled chocolate eclairs. For choux pastry you only need 4 ingredients. You need 1/3 cup of water, you need 40 grams of butter, 1/3 cup of plain white flour, and 2 eggs whisked. So just add the butter to the water and stir them over a low heat until the butter has melted and until the water just starts to bubble. So over a low heat, just gently stir the butter and water until the butter is melted into the water. And you want to take it off the heat as soon as that water starts to bubble, because you don't want it to evaporate. You need that water to create the steam in the choux pastry that will make it rise. Okay, so that water is just starting to bubble. So turn off the heat and add the flour all at once. And quickly stir that through. Now you know it's ready when the mixture forms a ball and comes away from the side of the saucepan like that. And at that stage, when it's at that stage, you just put it to the side to cool down for about 5 minutes before adding the whisked eggs. Okay, now that the flour and butter mixture has cooled down a little bit, just add a little bit of the egg at a time until you've added about 1.5 of the 2 eggs. The reason you don't add it while it's still hot is because the egg will actually cook on the pastry and it won't be interspersed evenly throughout the mixture. What you're looking to achieve is a nice, smooth, glossy choux pastry. You might need to add both of the eggs in total, or you might only need to add 1.5 of them. It really depends on the size of your egg. And once you've got it to that consistency, where it will hold its shape when it's dropped, you've got yourself a perfect choux pastry. Now hopefully you would have preheated your oven to 200 degrees Celsius. The next thing to do is to line a tray with baking paper. But before you do that, you can either sprinkle water on it or run it under a tap, and that's what I do. And just leave the droplets of water on there, because that steam is necessary for your choux pastry to turn into perfectly cooked profiteroles. Take about a teaspoon of the mixture at a time and just place these on the baking paper, no closer than 3 centimetres apart. From now you bake these in a preheated 200 degrees Celsius oven and take them out in roughly 25 minutes. When your profiteroles have finished cooking, just pierce them in the top to let the steam out and put them back in the oven for about 15 minutes to dry out. Make sure the oven's turned off when you do this. So once your profiteroles are completely dried out in the oven, just transfer them to a plate until they're cool enough to fill and top with chocolate.